Welcome back to comics, to Hot Comics TV, and the Son of El Topo, but the one and only Alejandro Jodorowsky. And then we got good company here, people, because we got Ladrönn. Ladrönn's awesome, and he's evolved his art now onto the style that we're looking at right now. The Sons of El Topo. So these are the sons, not the son. I'm a bit shocked not to see the Humanoids publisher being attached to this, because this is Archaea. They're in Los Angeles, California. I wonder where they printed this. Hankan. Okay, so yeah, I'm shocked not to see this being done by Humanoids, because the attachment that he's had over the years with that company. But what do you call it? I was about to call it Jodorowsky movies, but like but Alejandro Jodorowsky, it's that looks like a panel from the film. So Jodorowsky, you don't need to watch the film to go into this, but it will give you a little bit of a backstory for it. The film's abstract, it's esoteric, it's it's quite experimental as well. It's art. It's an art house movie, first and foremost, and it's also the dark midnight theater film. So when you see it, you have to come in prepared to see this exotic, bizarre imagery. And it's probably the most accessible out of all of them, because Holy Mountain, my goodness, I don't even want to start talking about that. But if you want to step away from the sausage factory of Hollywood and you want to introduce yourself into art house films, El Topo, it's highly recommended. Alejandro Jodorowsky shot this, and it's quite the film. Now, Mr. Jodorowsky is living in France. He's been living there for quite a long time, and he has contributed with a lot of material for Humanoids. One of them was the contribution that he did on story that he did the Incal, and a very large library of books that he's done with the Humanoids. So again, to see that this is not a Humanoids publishing, it's quite the thing. Now Ladrönn, oh my goodness, Ladrönn is an artist from Mexico. I thought that Ladrönn was European, because he's got a European palette. Everything's, you can sort of see he's got a very European sort of look and aesthetic to his work. This is quite modern. The labor that he did for Heat Flask and for a bunch of other works that he's done for, obviously also Jodorowsky for the Humanoids, he's kind of like like a chameleon. He changes his aesthetic, the style a lot to accommodate to whatever narrative that he's doing. And this is yet a new style that I've seen from him. I thought it was another different artist until I saw that it was Ladrönn. But then you start seeing the textures and you see some of his ticks on this, like, his isms that he normally does with his work. So first and foremost, this is a Western more than anything else, with obviously esoteric mysticisms that run around with the Son of El Topo, and it's a Jodorowsky portrait. Jodorowsky is the analog character of this material. Quite beautiful, actually. So this would have to go onto the fantasy narrative of Latin American mysticism and kind of magic, because there's a lot of literature like that operates on this sort of style of narrative with religious connotation and magic and all that esoteric material that Jodorowsky brings into this. And that's what this is. And it's cool because it's a fresh fresh air onto what you're witnessing here. So it's quite cool. Anyway, there it is. My recommendations to this material, because it's also visceral and violent, and it's quite well executed by Ladrönn. Ladrönn's an outstanding artist in his own right. So yeah, this is the first book. The second book, we'll take a look at it some other time. I just wanted to introduce this. And also, it's a continuation to the movies as well, so to the film. I mean, there was only one film for El Topo, so yeah. All right, thank you so much for your time. This is a quick one, a quick book overview about it. Again, thank you so much for your time. Please like and subscribe and all those good things. You have a lovely day. Take care. Bye-bye.